Yeah. I'm just going to flash up a little character from your past here that I haven't heard you
Sure.
talking about before.
Love it.
Does this guy look familiar?
Yes, I barely, but yeah, that's a young
Yeah,
man
yeah.
right there. That's great.
Is this Aldo Montoya character? Can you explain how that came about? I heard
Yeah,
online it said it was an idea from Pat Patterson or something. I just want to know the kind of story
sure.
behind it.
Um, have you watched any of the Young Rock
I
or
haven't seen any of it, but it's
okay?
on my list.
Well, even Undertaker, like when you hear like some of those documentaries or Steve Austin, like he was Mr. Frost and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. That's what Vince was doing back then. He had all creative care. I have all these characters written up. So I was in the WWE as a jobber, doing work on Monday Night Raw, getting squashed, whatever, on the programs. And
Hmm.
the whole time they were looking for a Portuguese guy to fill the boots of Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war. That was already written up before I came
Yeah.
about. So I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And Pat, I don't know if Pat came up with it, but Pat was the one that discovered that I was Portuguese because Pat and I had gotten along really well. And him and I worked together on remember the fake Undertaker deal?
Yeah.
I was the jobber they called up to work with Brian Lee and Mark Calloway, Undertaker, in Stamford
Okay.
because I live in Connecticut. Stamford, the office is only 50 minutes up the road. So Pat called me to go because I was an extra to go just take some bumps for him all week long. We'll pay you. And then Vince came down on the last day to see a dress rehearsal because I was going to be his first opponent. They wanted to make sure it looked good and visually and stuff. So that's when Pat and I, he found out that I was Portuguese, and then he pitched that to Vince, and that's how the ball started rolling. Once again, right place,
Yeah.
right time.